Welcome back, Danger Cats, to another Danger Cats podcast. Me, your boy, Uncle Hack, in the booth, ladies and gentlemen. Just a reminder, podcast 69 at dangercatshop.com. If you want to be an executive producer of the podcast, you can head down in the link below. If you're on YouTube, should be on iTunes. To be an executive producer on the podcast, supporting the Patreon. That's all I can really offer because I'm a cheap bastard. What can I say? That's how I am. Tight wad. And to those that have supported the channel, I do appreciate it. Those who bought merch, as always, I appreciate it. Sharing this bullshit, appreciate it. Thanks again for listening. Anyways, here is the episode. All right. What a time to be alive, right? What a time to be alive. Everybody's talking about this. Everywhere you go, everybody's in a mad panic. It's kind of dying down a little bit. Mind you, I've been just sitting at home. Well, that's a lie. I decided that I have been such a lazy fuck lately and been going for runs like a psychopath. I used to, and it's embarrassing because I used to train to fight a man in a cage for 15 minutes. And that was a grueling process to prepare for. It was just like you beat the shit out of your body for 6 to 8 weeks to possibly have a match that's done in a minute, you know? And I ran probably 2.5 city blocks and my lungs felt like they were going to explode. That's embarrassing. Probably doesn't help that I'm vaping now like a queer, but whatever. It's good. I felt good. I felt like I'm sore. I haven't felt this kind of soreness in a long fucking time, which I'm enjoying it. I forgot how much of a pussy I've become. Like just a straight grade A puss. And getting out and exercising again feels fucking phenomenal. I haven't been boozing. I've drank this whole... What have we been on lockdown for? What, 4 weeks now? 4 weeks? 4 or 5 weeks? Beginning of March? I don't know. Whenever this shit started, I have maybe drank 3/4 of a bottle of R&R. That's right. Cheap whiskey. And I'm not even mad about it, man. Like, I can't sit here and get drunk by myself like a fucking pathetic asshole. I can't do that. I just can't come to grips on doing something like that. I don't know why. I'm a social drinker. I don't like to sit and drink because I need to. I like to drink because it's fun. And I just can't come to terms with sitting here getting blasted by myself. I just couldn't do it. I could not do it. I can't come to terms with it. I even went out and bought shit to make a good drink, to sit and have a good drink, and I still could give a fuck to have any sort of alcohol in my life right now, which is probably a good thing. Like I've been clean off the drugs coming on a year now, and like that's a huge pat on the back. I'm not gonna lie, I've ate a couple weed gummies during this, but I ate a weed gummy and watched a bunch of hilarious shit on YouTube and whatever, some funny stuff on Netflix, some stand-up comedy, and just giggled my ass off to make light of shitty times. Which I don't fuck, weed's legal. It's not even a fucking drug anymore. A lot of people are using it just to cope now. So, whatever. Judge me. I don't give a shit. But yeah, no hard drugs in almost a year. Barely been drinking. Feel great about it. I'm happy about that decision, And I'm like, now that I'm starting to exercise and get the fuck back in shape, oh, dude, I'm pumped on it. I understand. Well, you run a brand that exudes all this heavy drinking. You promote drug use. You do all this bullshit that just makes people want to act like assholes. Fuck off. So what? I thought about this. I've been sitting and getting inside my mind and trying to figure out what kind of human I really am. And I'm not a shithead human. I'm not a piece of shit. And during those times, I've realized I was becoming somebody that I wasn't. And it just eats me alive right now. Like, I literally I shouldn't say wasted. I've talked about this before on this podcast, but I don't look at it as wasting. It's a dumb way of saying it. I just put time and effort into a bunch of shit that just didn't matter to me, that I don't care about. What do I like doing? I like fucking working out. I love drinking beer. Like, I love sitting around with my boys and fucking getting cranked, you know? And I just started becoming this person that I was not. I'm usually a confident. I'm my biggest critic, and that's my biggest downfall. Is I'm never satisfied with anything I do. I can't look back and be like, oh, I'm proud that I did that. In those past years, I'm just like, I'm in my own head right now about it, and I don't care, but I do at the same time. I don't know if that makes sense, but like, I'm pissy that I just like fell into a lifestyle that I would never have done. And now, you know, you look back and you're like, what a fucking stupid thing. Raylan just Hollywood's a coke for, 2-3 days. Not like straight, but like you go to a party till 7 a.m. What do? You go and eat McDonald's, feel even shittier because that probably equally as unhealthy as ripping a big fat line of fucking coke. And then to go get an hour of rest just to go to another fucking party, to do the same thing over again with people like I could give a shit about, people that don't give a shit about me, And looking back at it, it's just like, man, fuck. I mean, I'm glad I can recognize it now and like I've fixed that behavior, but it's just like, man, you were hanging around these people that could give two fucks about you, but I've never now that I'm like starting to exercise and get that hunger back, like, not that I'm not taking another fight. I'd like to train. I'd definitely love to get back into training when this is all done, because like, I forgot how much I like that shit. Like, I remember just like being so jacked up all the time to be in the gym and training. I would just like live in a gym. That's all I would do. That's all I thought about. That's all my mind could really think about, was like, okay, we'll go and do the bullshit that I have to do, like a day job, so I can go and train in the evening and do something I really like. There was that balance there where like, these past couple of years, I love Danger Cats. I love what I do. This is like the greatest thing for me. It is like I get to express myself. I get to use my creativity. And I also get to like literally do all the things I really enjoy. I love video editing. I love fucking learning graphic design. I'm not a graphic designer by any means, but like learning these skills and applying it to something that I like. I like this brand. I really fucking enjoy it. I like everything that it's about. I love the people that it attracts, because it's just like-minded people like myself, people that love a good time, love going out, cranking some beers, smashing some off their head. I was laughing because it's like I'm encouraging CTE. I am encouraging. Well, I still like, whatever. You smash a beer off your head. Who are you hurting? Anybody but yourself in the end. And you get a laugh about it. So a little brain damage for a laugh. Fuck. I used to fucking take brain damage just to make people entertained. What is it? A couple fights here and there. I was never like, I think that's, and looking back, you know what? That was a huge issue too with like, having all these self-confidence issues, it's just people would tell me like, oh, I'd have coaches and whatnot and be like, yeah, you're good. Like, by no means are you going to be a UFC champion. That's in my head. Like, nobody's ever going to sit there and be, oh, you'll never make the UFC and be a champion. I just didn't believe in myself. And that was a major, major issue. I still fucking struggle from that, like in times like this, it's tough to like find some good hope. You're just sitting around with your thoughts and fuck, like, I really don't like this. I don't like sitting here and thinking about all my problems, but it's a good thing. I think it's a good thing. If you can look back, oh, I made a mistake here. I fucked up there. Oh, my mindset is totally different now, which I'm happy about. I'm happy to be sitting here and just like having to deal with issues that you kind of put on the back burner. Like a year ago, I've talked about it. Like, it was probably the most depressed I've ever been. I went through a breakup. last year, exactly 1 year ago, and it just fucking tore me apart. It sucked, and I had to hide it. I had to hide those feelings just to go out and do these parties. I couldn't take no time for myself just to be like, no, man, like I am fucked up right now. And it just caused me, and like, again, that's exactly when the drug use got the worst, because then I'm just like fueling the fire of depression, because we all know if you've done cocaine, you know that the aftermath is not that fun. The next day, that coke low, it hurts. Like it's a new deep down fucking in your face depressive state of mind. And you throw even being a sad person already on top of that and trying to fake your happiness. No, like I definitely get it. And if you're one of those people, man, I don't know what to tell. All I did was just start changing my mindset. And actually, one of the things I started doing is I got recommended doing this by, I can't remember who, somebody who I was talking to. I can't remember. If I think of it, I'll tell you. But just to start every day by writing 3 things you're thankful for. That's all you got to do. 3 things, and then just read it over and over and over again for like 5 minutes. And then just appreciate little small things. Whether you're broke, just appreciate some. Like, I don't live in a big place, and I've always like had this fascination in my mind that I'm like, I want a big house. I want lots of things. I want. And then once I started thinking about just like what I have already and appreciating it, it just made, man, I used to fucking hate this place I'm in. I'm recording all my podcasts out of my condo right now, and I used to fucking hate it here. But now having to spend more time here and just, it feels like home now. Like I like my fucking place. I like a psychopath, a complete psychopath the other night. I just had a ball of energy. I didn't know what to do. So I just cleaned this motherfucker. Like head to toe, got a bucket out. I washed all my cupboards, my walls, scrubbed the floor. Why am I telling you this? I don't know. But anyways, it's like, I just like started appreciating it, giving it some love back, and now I just like, it feels like home, man. Like before it was just looked like a bomb went off in here, and I'm usually a pretty cleanly person, but I just like let it just get so disgusting, and I just cleaned this bitch from head to toe, and it's just like, it's home now. I really enjoy it. I don't have a lot of things in here, and I don't want a lot of things. While this was going on, I went through all my shit and threw out a ton of stuff and just gave a ton of stuff away that I don't use. It's just been sitting there collecting dust for how long have I been here? 3-4 years? I don't know. However long. And just downsizing because like, thinking about it, I don't need the big house on the hill. I mean, for some people that's like a huge it's a huge like part of being successful, and that's just not success to me. Having the big house on the hill is just not terms of success to me. I'm like, now I've got a list of goals that I'm going to start chipping away at, man. And I'm pumped about it, man. Once this is all done, I've been writing more jokes. I've been like putting time and effort into making sure that I have jokes written that I can rehearse on stage once this is all lifted, and I can go back to trying my hand at comedy. And even little things too. Like I'm like fucking, I was thinking about this today. I'm going off topic, but man, what a waste of time watching sports has been. Now thinking about it, like now that it's gone, not being able to watch the NHL. Like I like hockey. Don't get me wrong. I like hockey. I like playing it more than I like watching it, but I'm fascinated with how good people are. But now like the NHL to me is just a bunch of overpaid pussies complaining about concussions. That's all it is. It's such a soft game now. Even like they're taking the competitive edge almost in junior. Oh, we don't want fighting in junior hockey. Why do you think people go to junior hockey? They want these kids that are just fired up, testosterone-filled 20-year-olds that want to beat the fucking shit out of one another for 3 periods. That's what you want to watch. The talented ones, you know, they're on the first line for a reason, but those other 3 lines are kids fighting for a position on the team. Well, maybe your second line, not so much, but your third and fourth, those are just gritty, tough, hard-nosed kids that go out and bang bodies and just want to scrap. And you might catch me at a junior hockey arena or in an arena watching junior hockey more than you will catch me watching fucking NHL hockey after all this is said and done. Especially, who's going to have any money to go and then drop like $160 on tickets and then on top of it go and pay $20 a fucking beer? Nobody's going to have that kind of money after this. And they're still talking, well, maybe we'll do the playoffs in the summer. At this point, I'm so checked out of it. I just, it'd be great to get out and be able to do some shit. My next big thing, I'm going to get into hunting. Like, I've been wanting to do it for years and I just put it off. And then it's like, oh, hunting season's done. I really want to get into bow hunting. Like, I just think that's some manly shit. Being able to just go and track something down with a bow, and you got to get close enough to hit it with a bow. Rifle hunting, cool. Yeah, right on. Ooh. Bunch of fucking dickweeds rolling around in pickup trucks with their guns hanging out. Bam, got a deer. Went hunting today, got a deer. That's not hunting. That's the most pussified way of fucking harvesting an animal I've ever heard of. Shooting a fucking deer out of a truck window. Wow, good for you. You chased this thing down. Sat in your truck, bang, oh, throw it in the back, here we go, let's go skin this thing and fucking cook it up. I want to go grassroots shit, as grassroots as we possibly can with, like, obviously we got better technology than the early settlers did when we came here, but those motherfuckers were dropping buffaloes with a bow and arrow, So I think that'd be badass, like, to go and shoot something with a fucking bow. So when this is all done, that I think bow hunting would be awesome to get into. I'm going to go and get, up here in Canada for the American listeners, we got to go get you got to get your gun license and then your wind card. I'm going to go get all that done. Obviously you need it to go hunting and fishing, whatever. Not so much a big fishing guy. I don't know. Maybe now, like, I've learned patience and to just relax a little bit. Fishing might be fun and just like a good way to escape. So I'll give it a try. I'm not doxing it right now. I'm just like, I'm not ready to invest my shit and invest money and time into going fishing. It's just, I don't know. Not my jam. Not my steez. I'm a little more, obviously bow hunting takes a lot of patience, but there's that huge reward at the end of it when you're tracking, and like, I think it's just a necessary skill to me. Like, that's just some manly shit. That's just you providing when you're going and harvesting your own meat. That's just, I don't know. I got good ever since I've been like talking and putting it out there and yapping with some people and be like, dude, I just want to fucking like go and shoot a fucking deer with a bow and arrow and harvest the meat, learn how to skin a deer, learn how how to butcher it, right? And I think those are useful skills. Plus, you get a freezer full of meat. I've lived by myself, so I'd be able to eat for a long fucking time. Obviously, a brother loves his chicken, so I'll be, stocking up on some chicken. But I just been watching, like, I've been spending more time watching war gonzo journalism on all the wars happening overseas and like hunting videos. Maybe like I'm turning into a sadistic human being, but I just want to see some bodies on the floor, brother. Hell yeah. No, that's not the case. I don't like seeing, nobody really likes seeing a human life get taken. And if you do, you're kind of fucked. Unless it's ISIS. Like, let's be real here. If we're dropping ISIS like flies, they kind of had it coming. Those evil cocksuckers. Fuck them. But watching these people go out and just like dropping deers with bows and going out harvesting the meat, learning as much as I possibly can. Obviously, you're going to learn more hands-on than watching YouTube over and over and over again, but it's good to get like that mental experience and kind of visualize myself doing it. I'm stoked once I get my gun license. I'm going to definitely get my restricted and get into, purchasing some handguns. There's something that fascinates me about handguns more than rifles. So there's actually a range 5 minutes from my house that I did not know about, and $500 for a membership. So, I mean, fuck, can't go wrong there. Go and purchase a 9mm, learn how to use that motherfucker inside and out. Then, you know what? You come at your boy, you're going to get clapped. You're going to get clapped. I'm not going to shoot nobody. But if the world keeps going on this crazy pace, who knows? We might be shooting each other fucking quicker than we imagine. Quicker than we imagine. How about Trump? Man, I know some people don't like him, but boy, does he make some boss moves. Like defunding the World Health Organization. You are a G. Him and Putin right now are the two biggest gangsters in politics. While Putin is a straight up gangster, Trump is just like a political gangster. He just does these gangster moves, you know? I like him. He's got no time for bullshit. None of this polished, oh yes, we're going to, like our fucking cuck ass leader. We are going to do our best to ensure Canadians. You know, if somebody asks him a question, and that's stupid. That's stupid. I love that shit. Whether he's being dishonest or not, but you know what? You know you're going to get a blunt answer out of the guy. It's like Putin. When you ask Putin a question, like, did you interfere with the American election? Why do I give shit about American? Americans should give shit about Russia. Like, whoa. Okay. I see you, boo. Like, fuck, man. Putin's a gangster. Guys, what is he a black belt in? Black belt in like Sambo or some sort of judo of something. He's a black belt. He's got a black belt. Part of the KGB. Fuck around, won't be around. No wonder they love him over there. Like, he's just so pro-Russia. And why is that here? Canada, as soon as you're like, I'm fucking pro-nationalism. Oh my God, you're a xenophobe. You're a fucking racist. That's it. Why? Because I like Canada? Because I like my country? Because I don't want it overran by a bunch of fucking dipshits? You know? I'm all for immigration. But when we got like, look at fucking East Hastings. Why is East Hastings like that? And we're just like, yeah, bring another 100,000 over. Bring another 200,000. You know, there's homeless people. Some of those are veterans that fought world wars for you to, you know, plop your fat, pompous ass down on a couch and watch Netflix for 45 hours straight. You know what I mean? That's like, and hey, while I'm on the topic of it, shout out to all the veterans that did send me messages off the last podcast. I appreciate that. You know, there's just this weird thing that I have instilled in my head, like having respect from military personnel and veterans that message me and say like, just kind words about the shit I say on this podcast. It's man, that goes beyond belief. Look at, I'm getting all flustered. I'm getting goosebumps, man. Just like, cause there's just something about a soldier that is just, they're the most selfless people on the planet, the most selfless people, and very noble. And there's an honor to them, and there's no ego. Well, some have egos. Obviously, like, you can tell somebody that went and did their job and came back there, and they have this poise to them. They've seen things that me and you don't ever have to experience because they put their life on the line. And some of them don't come back. They go there with a mentality being like, I can fucking die, but it's for the greater good. I am literally putting my life on the line to ensure that my fellow Canadians can enjoy life for what it's meant to be. They don't, and then there is, then we'll talk about this after, but what I'm getting at, and then once they figure out what that war is they're fighting over there, that's where the game changes. They go over, a lot of them go over there with a mentality of, I'm doing this for my fellow Canadians because I don't want that evil spreading across Canada, even putting any Canadian's life at risk. Any Canadian's life at risk. Sound like fucking Trudeau over here. But it's just fascinating to me how selfless they can be. And then when it comes time to, receive any, help when they come back, like PTSD obviously is a big thing. When you're watching fucking bodies get scorched and people blown up, limbs blown, fucking fly. Yeah, like it's graphic shit. I'm sorry, it's graphic shit. And I'll say it. I don't give a fuck. But it, like, people, you're not murdering. Yeah, I guess you are murdering people. But you're when there's a decision, because those are twisted fucks over there, and they brainwash children into carrying, to becoming fucking suicide bombers for them. They're twisted fucking people. They're fucked up people. And you have to, the decision you have to consciously make in your brain is to put a fucking round into a child to make sure that your platoon or fellow fucking soldiers don't get injured. That's a decision that me and you don't have to make as civilians. And they do. And that's a heavy fucking decision to make. And and they come back to, especially in Canada. It's almost, they come back to just be like, okay, just fuck off now. We're good. We don't need you no more. My grandpa asked this question. I can't remember if I've talked it on it. Why is it that military personnel in this country don't get barely any gratification? You go to the hockey game and be like, oh, we got so-and-so with the U.S. Air Force, and then that's it. But like, you go to the States, and like, there's an appreciation for a man that serves. It's an honorable thing to do. Where here, a man goes, serves, comes back, and you got the government, well, there's just not enough to give to you right now. The government looked at you, and like, your prime minister looked at a veteran and said that to him as he's handing millions and billions of dollars to fucking God knows what. They say it's to fight feminism. Like what, $160 million going to fight global feminism? What the fuck is that? God knows what organization it's going into. And like, I put 10 minutes into trying to figure out where that, I don't know where to look. If anybody does know where to look, please gladly tell me. But God knows, and who owns the organization? Where is that money going? Who is he funding secretively to fucking make sure gotta make sure we get that seat at the UN. Fuck the UN. What the fuck? What? There is so many allegations against United Nations soldiers. Like, after this, Google UN child trafficking ring. It's fucking on Wikipedia. Right there in front of you. United Nations, look at them. I just watched a video in India of the locals fucking pelting these cocksuckers with rocks. And you're going to tell me that the United Nations is respected through all these countries? You watch all these Vice News. I watched a thing on Vice News. I don't fucking like Vice News, just to get that out there. But it's really the only form of gonzo journalism of what's happening in the Middle East. And you can take it. They try and play this. Oh, yes. Well, these militias are forming to fight ISIS. But are the militias good? They're fighting fucking ISIS. Shut up. Shut up. That liberalism bullshit does not work over there. Like, I watched one dickhead. It was in Ukraine, where they're fighting Russian terrorists, and oh man, fuck, where was it? It's off the Ukraine-Russian border, and they're fighting Russian terrorists, and this fucking dickhead Vice News loser looks at Ukraine's leader and has this is his question. This is his concern. Well, it seemed to be knowing that skinheads are fighting for the Ukraine military and forming militias and fighting side by side. Do you condone that behavior? Do you think for a fucking second, while your country's at war with terrorism and you're getting defeated, you're going like, oh, well, where's your morals line up? Because we can't have neo-Nazis fighting for the Ukraine militaries, okay? So we're just going to have to ask you to sit this one out. No, fuck no. That liberalism, fucking fat and Antifa bullshit does not exist over there. They don't have fucking time to sit there and play this this moral progressive mentality as their fucking towns and cities are under siege. Like, fuck. Not everywhere is like North America where we're like, oh, you know what? You didn't use the proper gender pronoun while we were describing the soldiers that are defending our nation's sovereignty. So we're going to have to ask you to hand in your AK. Like, fuck off. I'm sorry, but you know what? Do I agree with neo-Nazis and like white nationalism? No, I think it's fucking retarded that you can hate a man based upon his race or his religion. I think it's just fucking it's the epitome of stupidity. But when it comes down to your country being overran by, terrorism, I don't think I'm giving two flying fucks who's behind the gun for my country. Like, Christ almighty. Everywhere, it's so fucked. In the middle of a war. And then this pussy is like, oh my God, I think it would be great that I do a sleepover at one of the bases overnight where one of the fights are happening so I can experience this. And these Ukrainians are looking at him like, are you fucking retarded? Is this guy for real? Like this clown is going to be in our base all night? And then the first motor goes off and then you can hear AKs just like cock, 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 and it's just getting closer and closer. And he looked like the kid that was at his first sleepover and he was so excited. Oh my God, I can't wait to sleep over at my first friend's house. And then about 10 p.m. comes around and he's crying, Mom, come pick me up. Come pick me up. I can't believe I made this decision to come and have a sleepover. Come get me out of here, please. He is terrified, as he should be. Nobody should be excited about war. I'm not saying that. But there was this sense of oh my God, I can't wait. I can't wait to experience this. No, try being in their shoes, Think of it like that. These motherfuckers are like a veteran here, are risking their life for their country's sovereignty, for the Ukraine or wherever it is. Even think of Syria. The war in Syria is so fucking crazy because there's so many sides and militias that fight militias and also are trying to eradicate the Islamic State on top of it all. That is just one fucked up war I cannot piece together. It is such a crazy war. Then you go to Iran and Iraq, and there is just so much war over there and civil wars, and it just never ends. It never ends. And you think about it. Now think about it. I know I just sat there and said, oh, well, take care of the veterans first, no immigrants. But I can see why people want to come here. I can see that, especially from Syria or places like Iraq, Afghanistan. And they want to come here because they hear the rumblings oh, it's peaceful there. And you wonder why they come here and they're able to just be yeah, you know what? They can bulldog their way into situations because they're used to war. They're used to war. They're hardened mentality. Here, we're so fucking soft. We are so fucking soft here. It drives me nuts. We're getting into arguments in the streets over gender pronouns. Oh, women's rights. Oh, fuck off. Like, oh, well, women are abused more than men. And fucking go over there for 5 minutes and see how much freedom and rights you have over there compared to Canada. Like, fucking take the back seat. That's why, like, this whole pandemic thing kind of puts things into perspective in my mind. Like, everybody is over here kind of realizing, like, oh my God, once that it's set in stone that your life is at risk due to a virus, there's no war going on. It's literally biology is attacking us, whether it's a bioweapon from Wuhan, which I believe for a fact that those cocksuckers released a bioweapon for whatever reason, but I am convinced that the Chinese released that virus. I'm convinced. Oh, well, we need facts. Fuck your facts. It's why is the World Health Organization doing their best to divert all this attention off China? They won't even acknowledge Taiwan, the country that was like revolting against China. Won't even acknowledge them. And you can't tell, you're going to sit there and tell me that the World Health Organization or China doesn't have the World Health Organization in their back pocket? Come on. I don't blame Trump for defunding them cocksuckers. I don't one bit. And then we got old Big Trudy. Oh, Easter weekend. Stay away from your family. Don't travel. Don't do anything that I do. Then the fucker crosses over into Quebec to go to his cottage. Don't do Easter egg hunts. Then he takes the whole family is fucking brain dead. The whole family. Like, after you just gave that speech, your wife goes and posts pictures of you guys doing an Easter egg across provincial lines, and like, oh, don't do as I say. Fuck. The guy's a knob, a fucking knob. Still praising, oh, China just delivered all these masks that I gave to him in the forefront. Fuck China. When the fuck are we gonna be Canada again? Instead, like China. That's what I call this place right now. In a perfect world, North America would be just the powerhouse, the power center, the heartthrob of this fucking planet. We've got the resources up here. America's got the military. Mexico, once you fucking rid the world of those drug cartels, if you could ever do so, you could easily get all the manufacturing done there. Done. We're the power center of the fucking world. Power center. That's my rant. Ugh. But that's just, it's getting ridiculous. It is. What was I saying before? Oh yeah. Like all those stupid progressive problems that we thought we had just don't exist right now, which is great. Oh, well, then you got these people. Oh, fuck. Well, now all the plants and the vegetation are coming back to life. No shit, because we're not doing anything. Duh. Of course the dolphins are swimming in Italy. Oh, they're coming back to the coastline. No shit. Cruise ships aren't in and out of the motherfucker. There isn't boats in and out scaring them back into the ocean. No shit. Ugh. It is kind of sweet to see, though. It's kind of neat to see, like, how much of a fucking virus we are as humans. Ugh. Yeah. Also great not seeing, like, I haven't seen no celebrity bullshit for a while. Those adrenochrome fucking junkies. I'm joking. Don't blade me. I don't know about anything about. I've read about it. I know very little about fucking these clowns, whether they're harvesting child fucking organs or whatever it is they're doing. I've read a little bit about it. Who knows? It could be true. At this point, who fucking knows? We've got so much time on our hands to sit and read about things. The fact that I've read a little bit into it and heard some nonsense and rumblings and like how there's like the QAnon stuff, and no, I'm not going to go into it. I read it. Yes, I find it fascinating, and like how people, once you start going with like, well, there's a 3-letter word here in this code and blah, blah, and you're trying to dissect and you're just reaching for an answer, I'm gone. I'm out. I did watch that Out of Shadows documentary. Excellent. Excellent. I recommend it. Like, that is the most, it's just straight facts that you can prove that have been reported on. You can look up the classified documents. You have an ex-CIA agent talking about it. Call me fucking crazy, but I believe Pizzagate is real. Oh, well, you're a fucking moron for thinking that they're fucking abusing kids in a goddamn pizza joint. Well, think about all the crazy fucking pedophiles that abuse kids in their basement. And you're going to sit there and tell me that, you know, some of these world elites with pockets deeper than fucking put together 10 of your richest friends and they don't even fucking bat an eye at their bank accounts. And you're going to tell me that they don't have lawyers, politicians, security, the CIA, everybody in their fucking back pocket to get away with this shit? It's proven. How many fucking pedophiles have been sent to court and didn't get a fucking conviction out of it when it was proven right in front of your eyes, proven, and somehow walk? Nobody says nothing. Jeffrey Epstein has an island. Now, I'm not going to say like, they think that he was fucking killing, murdering kids. Maybe. At this point, maybe. He was definitely fucking them. He's definitely fucking a bunch of kids. But God forbid you say that shit and you're a crazy asshole. You're a dipshit. You're a conspiracy theorist on something that was reported on Fox, CNN, every major news network. But that documentary is great. They break it down, how easy it is. Your mind is manipulated. And now it's getting tougher and tougher because of the internet. You didn't foresee the internet 40 fucking years ago, 30 years ago. You know, it was just like you didn't expect it to be what it is. And what do you do when you're a rich guy? You got to fucking grab onto things like Facebook, Instagram, put this influence. How do we keep humans dumb? Oh, we encourage stupid bitches to put pictures of their ass on the internet and put lovely quotes underneath them. That's how you keep them. And then keep the Neanderthals beating their dicks to fucking free porn. That way they don't question anything. Keep them distracted and unhappy, and we can keep taxing the shit out of them and passing laws that are just taking away their civil liberties and human rights. Like, what's that? I haven't read into it, but I only read the headline. But I seen that Jason Kenney here in Alberta passed Bill C-10? Is it Bill C-10? That he can just make up a law. It doesn't even need to go to fucking legislation. And just right there, boom, in your face, boom, boom, you're charged. And right now, for breaking social distancing, you could be charged $2,000 fucking dollars to $200,000. Fist me in the ass. They're not even giving you, like, that's the bare minimum that they're giving you in the government. So what? You get this charge and they're just like, boom, we're taking away that $2,000 and we're taxing you on the $2,000 we gave you, but taking the $2,000. So then it's back in the government and you got to pay tax on that money that you didn't even really receive. Suck a dick. Suck a fucking dick. We make the rules. We're the big dicks in town. Fuck me in the ass. That's all we're doing. We're getting bent over and fucked in the ass. Human rights getting taken away as we speak. It's disgusting. And here we are sitting around. Oh, fuck. I can't wait till the quarantine's out. Oh, my Lord. Justin Trudeau. I can't believe. I'm part of the problem. I just rant and rave on the internet like a fucking jerk off. But then again, like, I don't know. Maybe you find me entertaining. Maybe you don't. Maybe you think I'm a jerk off. I don't blame you if you do. And it's irritating. It's fucking irritating. And I get so frustrated, I don't know how to put it into words. I just sit there and I'm like boiling. I read something and I'm like, I can't fucking, oh, Jesus. Oh, we're so fucking stupid. We're dumb species. And I am one of them. I am a dumb species. Don't get me wrong. I'm not sitting here being like, oh, look at me. I'm so smart. I'm not smart. According to whatever you think is smart, I am far from it. I'm just a dumbass that reads a lot of shit. A lot of nonsense. I fill my brain up with God knows what. war documentaries. Just watching violence. Beating my dick to free Pornhub right now. Hey, you promised to stay home for a month? We'll give you free premium. Of course I signed up for that. I'd be a dumbass not to sign up for that. Free premium? And then you sign up for it only to realize it's not that fucking good. You know? Oh, wow. Oh, fuck, it's no different than the free version of Pornhub. Fist me. Oh, I just want to watch a dwarf orgy. Oh, it was on the free one anyways. Everybody's watching some fucked up shit right now. The trending page on Pornhub is just a disaster. You know it's a scary thought? When incest porn is trending while everybody's on self-quarantine. That is a terrible, that's a scary thought. Hey, I mean, fuck, you know, we've, you're my stepsister, you know, come on. I know it's bound to happen. You're going to get stuck in the dryer. It's going to happen one of these days. I'm just praying. Every fucking weirdo praying to God he comes around into the laundry room. Oh, yes, that bitch is stuck in the dryer. Don't worry, I'll help you out. I'll fuck the shit out of you. I think it'll loosen up how you're wedged in there. If I get my hips into it, I'll get you out of that fucking dryer, baby. That is probably the scariest thought of it all. Chinese released the Wuhan virus. The Chinese, it's actually a virus from China. I don't know what that voice is. I'm sorry. It's a virus. It's a virus from China. But we're overlooking the fact that incest porn is trending on Pornhub. Major issue. You bunch of perverts looking at your stepsister like she's a snack because you haven't got your dick wet 6 months prior to even this going down, and now you're locked in and you're like, you know what? We aren't blood related. You know, my dad only married her mom. Like, fuck. Wouldn't be that weird. Yeah, as long as I didn't come inside her, then I feel like it's not weird. You know, I'll just jizz on her leg, not on her titties or nothing. Like, that's just too personal. I don't want her to look at me and then when we're eating at dinner and we're like, this is kind of weird. I came on her tits. Ugh. Just don't look at me while we fuck. How fucked up. The fucked up part is it's probably fucking happening. That's the fucked up part. Fuck me. Bunch of sick bastards. And I'm the one talking about it. I'm the one thinking about it. Who's weird in the end? Oh, that's the shit that'll leave you to power drinking. You know, trying to erase your memory. Fucking, there you are, you and your stepsister. You're watching Grown Ups 2. Hey, what do you say we get a bottle of wine? Pour a little bit of bubbly, maybe? Get to know one another a little better, you know? Like, I've been rude to you this whole time. Fuck. I'm fucked up. I did, oh, Jesus Christ. I don't know. I don't know how to explain that thought. Jesus F Christ. Mom, I'm sorry. I've never looked at my stepbrothers or stepsisters and wanted to fuck them. I'll tell you that right now for free. Christ, I barely know him, to be completely honest. Oh, yeah. Fuck. I will say, the only thing that's really entertaining right now is American politics. Because it's just a shit show. There's so much happening. I hope to God that all that shit is true with the Pizzagate and all this political nonsense. Because nothing would make me happier than seeing Hillary Clinton in some fucking handcuffs. That criminal. How many people do you think she's murdered? It's fucking clearly evident that anybody that has any evidence on fucking jailing that bitch ends up murdered. Right? So, I mean, that would be amazing to see, because she looks like a psychopath, an old dopey ass. But oh my God, what about Joe Biden? He's got sexual allegations or sexual assault allegations against him. I just seen that. Again, reading headlines, didn't read into it, but there's allegations of sexual assault. Plus that That's who you're putting up against Trump. That's who you're putting up against. Consider it sold. Cash it in. If fucking Joe Biden wins, the election was rigged, or people are fucking stupid down in America. How can you elect somebody that doesn't even know where the fuck they are? Oh yeah, poor children can be as smart as white children. What the fuck? What is wrong with you, you old psychopath? Holy shit. That's who's running against Trump? That's who you think is going to beat him? Bernie Sanders. Bernie Sanders had a better opportunity of beating Trump than fucking Joe Biden. The Democratic Party isn't even trying to hide it no more. They're just like, yeah, whatever. You know what? We'll just, we'll get him in, make Hillary vice president, and then we'll murder Joe Biden. Say he had a heart attack. Next thing you know, Hillary's president. Boom. Roasted. Gotcha. Now we can start making sure these children are harvested correctly. What a scary thing that would be if a Clinton is a president again. Fuck. Jesus Christ. What a fucking time to be alive. But there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. Another Danger Cats podcast. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for coming back. Every Thursday, I'll record these on Wednesday, have them ready for Thursday. I'm going to be more adamant. I'm more active. Got a lot more energy now that I'm jogging. I am sore as shit. Jogging. Oh, yeah, I'm so white now. Fuck, going out for jogs. But there's nothing else to do. There's no gyms open. I can't go train. I can't just go jack weights, be a man in the iron house. It's impossible. God forbid you show up at somebody's home gym. I'm going to get snitched by the Karen-ass fucking neighbor looking out her blinds. Oh, I see somebody's coming into your house. Fuck you. Mind your own business. If you're one of those people that's telling on other people on their business, well, I seen people coming into his house. You should probably investigate into that a little bit. Mind your own fucking business. That's their house. Mind your own fucking business. So what? If they're not having a house party, who gives a shit? Who gives a shit? Somebody popped over to visit and drop off some groceries and, oh, I seen somebody came over the other day. What's going on there? Mind your own fucking business. That's tattletales, snitches. If your house fucking suddenly blows up, good. We need less of you fucking cowards. Like, that would be the day, like this state of California they're encouraging you. They'll give you rewards for telling on people. If you are one of those people that collect that award, I hope your fucking house burns to the ground, you scumbag. I shouldn't put evil things onto people, but that's just a new low in my mind. That is just a new low, you cocksuckers. Unreal. Anyways, podcast 69, dangercatshop.com. If you want to donate and be an executive producer of the Danger Cats podcast, hit the Patreon link down below. Thank you again for tuning in. I really appreciate you guys listening to my nonsense, my bullshit. I'm going to get ahead on my work and hopefully do some skits, piss around, maybe do another live stream again here one of these days. I don't know. I'm just kind of taking it day by day, living my life, man. Living my life, dog. Doing my thing. But thanks again for tuning in. Appreciate it. See you next week. See you next Thursday. Faux show. Peace. One love, brothers and sisters.